Scott from Aristocob.com here.
Seth from woodwishes.com.
Together along with you, the three of us, we're Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again. Welcome to day 19 of Tobacco Advent 2020. Good morning, boy.
Good morning, Homer. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
My tongue is on fire.
What?
Because sometimes this burns it.
Oh, sure. Genuine Mountain Lightning brand.
Oh, it is genuine for sure. Today, what is that? We're going to have some Thanksgiving Day.
So we had Thanksgiving Day once before.
Probably.
Is LJ Peretti's Thanksgiving Day? So this was from Andre. So Andre sent us 3 samples. Yeah, it is LJ Peretti. So I have no problem smoking this again. As of today, when we're recording this, this is the last of the tobaccos that we have. By the time you're watching this, it's probably now too late to send tobacco.
Yeah.
Unless you live in High Point. Greensboro, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll be filming the videos through the end of Tobacco Advent yesterday. So even if you live in High Point, probably it's too late. As we've said all month, though, thank you to everyone who has participated in this year's Tobacco Advent. We recognize that many of you would have liked to have participated and didn't get the opportunity, in large part because we were terrible about communicating we were going to do it. And so those of you that were able to jump on that and send something our way, we just thank you and appreciate you so much. As a reminder for everybody who has sent a tobacco, they will be receiving a ornament and a 3D printed Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club ornament sometime before next Christmas.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, this is familiar.
If you don't know, last night at 8 p.m., there was a live streaming stream. That's it. Of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They are taking their concert and for the first time ever making it available for live stream. They did that last night. Today and tomorrow, you can still purchase a replay of that live stream, video on demand, and watch the full concert and all of the stuff that streamed last night. We're going to have a couple of people over this evening and have a fire and project it up onto the side of the house and watch that. It showed last night at 8 o'clock, which is a little bit too late. We'll do it earlier as soon as it starts to get dark here. But if Trans-Siberian Orchestra is something that you are interested in and have always wanted to attend a concert, like I have and have never been able to, definitely check that out. I think we'll try to put a link down below, but if you just search Trans-Siberian Orchestra concert, you'll see it's all over their stuff. It's $30 to have that video on demand experience.
So you might as well invite the neighborhood over.
Mm-hmm.
That was Chip Davis's project.
Who? What?
Chip Davis. Chip Davis. Watch, I'm going to Google this now. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's a musician that when I was a teenager, he had a hit song that was really very much a novelty song. And made some money from that. And then went on to create what I guess was his dream, which was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Let me find it real quick.
Okay.
Don't go far.
Okay.
Chip Davis. There he is. There he is. Oh no, Mannheim Steamroller. Oh, that's right. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra is a knockoff of Mannheim Steamroller. I completely forgot about that.
Well, then don't come over to my house tonight and watch it.
No, I'll be there.
We'll see. Your invitation's been revoked. We'll see if I extend it again. We're leaving. Our families are leaving tomorrow to go to Colonial Williamsburg in Virginia for the next couple of days. So that should be a lot of fun. But there will still be videos posted every day. So today's question was one that you posed at lunch, and the question was, if 2021 was the end, what would you do, and how would you live the year, maybe differently, or just how would you live it?
Okay, so the song was Convoy, and it was C.W. McCall, and the song was written by Chip Davis. You know the song Convoy? We got a great big convoy trucking through the night.
So many words I don't know what you're talking
about. Let's see. So this is my last year, huh? 2021. Well, I mean, okay. So let's get real here. For me, what I would do is I would double or triple down on my woodworking channel. And part of my plan for Wood Wishes is to have an online school. And the idea is...
He said Wood Wishes, but I own all the domains, except for, spelled the wrong way.
My growth rates. The plan is to have an online woodworking school that would be evergreen, meaning I would record it, and then it would be available for people on demand, and it wouldn't be a live experience from that point on. And so, for a while anyway, that would provide an income for my family. So after I'm gone, there would be that database of video. The problem is, if you look at old woodworking videos on YouTube, even 10-year-old woodworking videos, even though the techniques are perfectly valid, everything about them is old. They're in the wrong resolution. They're in the wrong bit rate or feed rate. The audio is pretty crappy, and what we think of as great today will look bad 10 years from now. So that the life expectancy of digital like that just isn't.
That is true.
Forever.
That's a great point. I've got a friend who, for the last 10 years, has paid for Google Photos storage option. I was like, why would you do that? It's free. I mean, you can create a Google Photo account. I think they might be changing that in the next year, but up to this point, you can store unlimited photos and videos for free in a particular resolution. Now, it's a high resolution, but if you pay for the service, you can store them in their native resolution, which is always, your camera will always take it in a higher resolution than whatever resolution they have. So why would you bother paying with it? You can get it for free. It's like, in 10 years, if I want to go back to those things, it'll be small and pixelated as resolutions continue to have more pixels and everything else. It'll look like crap.
Yeah.
Compared to the technology of that time. That's a good point. That doesn't happen with physical media.
Yeah.
You just get different degradation.
Like the old Polaroid pictures that we had from my teens, they definitely have faded and faded and faded away. Mm-hmm. Where digital is not going to fade, but it was never as good as you remember it being. I remember that we used to have a 9-pin printer, and when we got a 24-pin printer, dot matrix, we were just amazed at the quality of the black and white photos you could print with that. And it's a joke. It's a joke to look at those now. It just looks so bad. Or it's like looking at, I remember how amazed I was at Donkey Kong Country, because that was 64-bit, which nothing was like that before. And it's so bad.
Well, Donkey Kong Country still looks great. It is a game that holds up well, because what they did is they played to the strengths of that, instead of trying to push the envelope. A lot of the things that push the envelope do end up looking crappy. I mean, if you look at CGI, computer graphics from movies from even 10 years ago, they look terrible. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why all of the nerds were really excited with some of the newer Star Wars things, how there was a return to practical effects. The prequels that Lucas put together, everything was digital, and it has not aged well in many cases. You look at a spaceship on a filament line that has been filmed against a black background, and it looks like a spaceship 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, because that's what it is. It's a physical thing in physical space, and so it doesn't ever look different. There's nothing changing there. Yeah. What was the question? What did you do differently? So I take from your answer, you're going to die in a year, but the rest of the world's gonna go on.
Yeah, the rest of the world goes on.
Okay.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was it. I mean, I was just asking about you. Like, if you were dying.
Do you need the password to log into Micro Rings? So you can grab that domain and put it in with all the wood wishes that you have?
Well, convert it. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about the question differently. I was thinking, like, if it was the end of the world as we know it, so it would be a different answer, I think. I think my answer under these conditions would fall more in a similar vein with yours. Is finding out a way to create a legacy for the family to continue on. Definitely, we've been doing Financial Peace University, Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace class, and they talk about the importance and the difference of different types of life insurance and wills and some of those things that we don't have in place. We haven't given a ton of thought to. Definitely would prioritize getting those things in place the right way. For me, I've been enjoying recently, I've been helping my brother-in-law who has a physical goods business. He's making cutting boards and other items, and I'm helping him with the digital and the marketing side of things. We had a moment the other day where I, in about 30 minutes, put together something online that would have taken him 2 days probably to do, and he was just shocked. He said, "You're crazy. It's stupid. It's stupid what you've been able to put together." I said, "Yeah, but if you threw me into the shop and asked me to do some of the things you're doing, it would take me so much more time." And I said, the computer is my shopsmith. Yeah. I can make all sorts of things on it with ease. And so it's been fun to get to help him grow his business. That's something I really enjoy, and something I have felt. I don't have the business idea. I don't know what the business could be. I think once I had that, if I had that missing piece, figuring out the other stuff I'd have a faster time of it than a lot of first-time entrepreneurs, because I've been exposed to a lot of that type of thinking, entrepreneurship thinking, but I don't have that. And so I think I'll probably try to figure out what is that thing and figure out how to make that work. And then, of course, just taking any spare extra moment and spending it with family.
Now, if the world's going to end, and you also want to be entrepreneurial, you just you create some fake pill or a aluminum foil hat that will save people from Armageddon. It doesn't matter that you're scamming them, because who's going to sue you a year from now when the world's over? Yeah,
I would go the L. Ron Hubbard route and create a religion.
There you go.
Right.
All right. I think I've mentioned this guy before. I'm confident I had, but I had a coworker who was a computer programmer and loved building web designs, and he found out that he had some degenerative eye issue that was going to render him blind in a couple years. He also has an adult daughter that has Down syndrome and is a dependent upon him and his income. And so he started to set out to create a number of websites that would perpetually bring in money. And even after he could no longer see what the websites were, what was happening on the website, he would have things that would continue to go. So the two that stand out, one was jigsawAday.com. So he created this, say, algorithm that basically takes a picture and creates a jigsaw puzzle from it, a digital jigsaw puzzle. And every day there's a new one, and you can play all of the previous months or more jigsaw puzzles, and you can select every day 3 different levels of complexity. So it's the number of pieces, and maybe some of the pieces at the more complex levels, you have to rotate them to fit them in. You're clicking and dragging them around. And then he also has some of them that have movement at the top level. So maybe it's a picture of a cabin in the rain or snow, and you got all these lines moving. And on some of the pieces, the lines are moving this way or this way, so you got to rotate them. And he got a deal, struck a deal with some company that does pictures, and then he automatically, then his computer system buys the pictures, downloads them, turns them into unique puzzles every day.
Wow.
And then at the end of the year, he offered them as, you could buy the whole year's worth as a CD. Now I'm sure it's a digital download. The other one that he did, this was fascinating, is a website called timetravelfund.com. And that one's cool because he says, look, this is novelty. This is novelty, but it's real, but it's a novelty. And basically, timetravelfund.com, you go there and you pay $10. And again, he breaks down exactly how this works. That he'll take $1 of your $10 and he's going to invest it. It's going to be invested in a fund in your name. And if at some point in the future, several things happen. Number one, time travel is possible. Number two, whatever it is that killed you is something that can be cured. Mm-hmm. He will, and that your money has reached the level that it would be able to accomplish all those things. That money will be taken, you will be then removed at the moment of your death and taken into the future where all those things will be done with the money that you've invested. And it's really fascinating because he's got it spelled out. He sat down with a lawyer and worked out things like, if you are killed breaking the law, you forfeited your money. If you are executed, you have forfeited the money, and so on. And it even says, so $9 of your $10 goes towards, or $1 of your $10 goes towards a certificate of authenticity you'll receive, and 8 is obscene profit. Well, he did this, and somebody at USA Today, back when it was actually a physical newspaper, thought it was clever, and they put it on the beginning of the Life section, front page of the Life section of USA Today. And overnight, he got like 20,000 people.
Wow.
To buy in. So check out timetravelfund.com because literally it's a great cause.
Yeah.
And he could use your support. His family could use your support. It's actually a great gift. If you got a nerd in your life that loves the idea of time travel, it's $10. Get them a certificate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They'll dig it. So anyway, what did you think of that? This, again, second time we've smoked this.
No, I liked it again.
I did too. I did too. All right, hey, thanks for joining us on day 19. Assuming that we have tobacco, we'll see you on day 20, and if nothing else, we'll be smoking lane 1Q. So
there we go.
Make it a great day.
Thanks.